Good evening, bipeds. Stephen Sashen from XeroShoes.com, XeroShoes.eu, and XeroShoes.co.uk here with a live event. Just a reminder for people who already know and an announcement for people who don't already know. We have 6 new products for the spring of 24 that are on sale from now through March 27th at 20% off plus, and I'll say more about that plus in a little bit. FYI, everything I'm going to say here you can find online at XeroShoes. Well, here, I'll do it this way. XeroShoes.eu if you're in the EU. XeroShoes.eu/spring24 sale. If you're in the UK, XeroShoes.co.uk/spring24 sale. And if you're anywhere else, XeroShoes.com/spring24 sale. When you go to those pages, you will find everything I'm about to say here, information about the new products, reviews of the new products, and maybe, your favorite thing, how you can win one of 10 $100, £100, or €100 Xero Shoes gift certificates. The way you do that, by the way, you'll find our sweepstakes app. It's on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on the device you're using. And you'll see there's different actions you can take to enter the sweepstakes. Different actions give you a different number of entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. By the way, do not do one of these two things. Don't wait till the end of the sale on the 27th to then pick up what you want, because it's not like we're going to have the discount's not going to be any bigger then. And don't wait to see if you won in that sweepstakes before you buy something you like, because there's a very high probability we're going to run out of some sizes, some colors, maybe even styles during the sale. And for the sweepstakes, we don't announce the winner till after the sale is over. So, which, by the way, not a problem, because if you buy something and then you win, we can apply your winnings to that original purchase. Or, of course, you can use your winnings to get something else for you, or something for somebody you know and love, or someone that you would like to have know and love you after you introduce them to the fun and benefits of natural movement in Xero Shoes. So, like I mentioned, this is a live event. If you're watching this live, you can throw your comments in down somewhere. I see them over here on my screen, and then I'll respond. And if you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can put in your comments, and someone from our customer happiness team will get back to you as quickly as they can. Okay, so I'm going to show you the new products for the spring of 24. And while I do that, for people who don't know, I'll kind of show you what makes Xero Shoes so special and why we say that they help you feel what you've been missing: natural comfort, performance, and health, and why we have literally tens and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews from people who use the phrase life-changing all the time. So let's jump in. I'm going to start with casual shoes, because frankly, these are the shoes that have been selling the best during the sale. So I'll start with them. Why not? The first one, I'm going to introduce it this way. We launched a shoe last year called the Dylan. This is the Dylan, and it's just a super great casual shoe, a nice lace up, kind of a classic style, with a sole that was new for us. We made it made the rubber a little bit softer, so it's really flexible like all of our shoes, but has just a smoother ride for a casual shoe. Well, people loved that, but they said, hey, can I get something that's, like not a lace up, like a slip on? So we said, yeah, sure. And we made the Dylan Canvas slip on. So same sole as wait, I'll do it this way. Same sole as the Dylan, just different color right there, but same material, same flexibility, same grip, but just in a super cotton canvas that you're going to love. By the way, 100% vegan friendly, as are every one of the shoes that we're launching for the spring of 24. This canvas will mold to your foot. This is the elastic or gore section right here that lets you stretch to get into the shoe. It's got a nice padded collar. Like all of our shoes, if you want more protection, keep in the removable between 2.5 to 3 millimeter sock liner or insole. Or if you want barefoot feel, you can pop that out. And all of our shoes are made so you can wear them barefoot with or without that sock liner inside. What else can I say? All of our shoes, wide foot-shaped toe box, so your toes can spread and relax and do what's natural. Low to the ground for balance and agility. Super, super flexible in pretty much every direction. A lot of people say, hey, that's great for travel. That's actually great for travel, but you get the idea. And the sole is designed to give you traction and protection, of course, but also that ground feeling that your brain needs to know how to move your body effectively, efficiently, and most importantly, enjoyably. And it's backed with our 5,000-mile sole warranty, like all of our Xero shoes. So this is the Dylan Canvas slip-on. By the way, I'm not showing every color for every one of these shoes. There are multiple colors for most of them because I just don't have them all here at home with me. But you're going to love this. Again, one of our top sellers. All right, next is another casual slip-on. But what makes this one special is it's now available for women. We originally launched this for men only, not intentionally, just we couldn't get the women's product in time. So now you can get a slip-on with a more kind of aloha feeling, which is why we call this the Kona for women. So moccasin style, as you can see right here, and this little elastic section, obviously to hold your foot in. This is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Gusseted tongue. So that's basically all one piece right there, and folds up nicely and fits really comfortably. Again, nice padded collar, and again, just a different style for a really, really fun slip-on that you're going to love for almost everything you can do. This is, I think, bestseller number 2 right now. So the Kona now available for men and women. The women's version, since is new, on sale for 20% plus off. And I'll tell you about that plus in just a second. Okay, the next casual product is kind of a transition product because it's casual and performance friendly. And this is something that is near and dear to my heart because I frankly worked on the design of this for about 5 years. We've made a number of different sandals. Our Genesis sandal, which was the first ready-to-wear version of our do-it-yourself sandal making kit, which is how we started the company 14 years ago. It's just that DIY kit. And then we did the ready-to-wear version with the Genesis and now the Aqua Cloud. And then we made the sports sandal, the Z Trek and the Z Trail. And people said, hey, I love the sports sandal thing, but can you make one with that huarache, that thong style lacing that you have on the Genesis and the Cloud? And I know it sounds crazy, but to get all the hardware just right, so it's comfortable, so it works, so it's functional, and gives you all the adjustable points that you need to get the right fit for whatever you're going to do in it. Well, it took all that time, and now we are thrilled to have the H Trail. We have the Z Trail and the Z Trek. This is the H Trail, H for huarache, Huarache. Yes, it could have had other names, but that's the one we landed on. So the H Trail, what makes this special again is all the adjustment you can get. First, well, that's one of the things. So some people like to have the angle that the toe strap goes like straight back from the in between your toes, and I'll say something about that in a second, to that outside ankle area. Some people like to have it a little more vertical. So this strap is going right in between, like those first 2 metatarsals, those first 2 bones in your foot. It has a super soft, silky bit of webbing for for that part that actually goes between your toes. But don't worry, if you don't like stuff between your toes, A, it's really comfortable. B, you don't really feel the pressure points that you do in a flip-flop where you have to jam your foot into there and grip with it, because what holds your foot in place is this. So that means you're not having to worry about this part. And the adjustability is where things get really fun. You can take this piece of hardware and move it forward or backward, closer to your ankle or further away to find the right thing that gives you the stability that you would like and the comfort you would like. And then for that, to get that adjustment left and right, and to handle the shape of your foot, 2 pieces of adjustment. This piece of hardware here, which again lets you tighten things up and pull it this way, and this hook and loop section right here. Here's the hook and loop, which allows you to get that right tension also. And the 4th piece of adjustment, the heel strap, which will put your foot in the right position fore and aft. Just so you know, FYI, the way I get in and out of this is just by loosening this, and that'll open up just enough to slide in and then just cinch it tight. That way I know my foot's always in the right spot. We've got a nice grippy tread that's new for the H Trail. And then on the top, our bare foam layer to give you some comfort and to take the edge out of those bumps that you might use on a trail. But you don't have to use this on a trail for hiking or running, which we have people who do that. You can just wear it all day, every day. It's just a wonderful, super comfortable, super lightweight, super wait, here we can do this, super flexible sandal that weighs practically nothing. I mean, you can forget you even have this on your foot. So this is the H Trail. Okay, those are the first 3 shoes. I got 3 more to show you, but let me just repeat the announcement. Again, everything I'm saying here you can find at Xero. If you're in the EU, xeroshoes.eu. If you're in the UK, xeroshoes.co.uk. And if you're in everywhere else, xeroshoes.com. And for all of those, you can just go there and you'll find a link to the sale page, or go straight to it by adding a /spring24 sale to the end of those URLs. So xeroshoes.eu/spring24 sale, xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale, xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale. And when you go there, you'll find reviews of these products from people who've been wearing them for a few months. You'll find more information about the products. Of course, you will find out, you'll be able to click on the right link to actually get to the product so you can pick up a pair. And you're going to see that these are on sale at 20% off plus. And the plus is simple. If you buy one of these styles, including the ones I'm about to show you, you get 20% off. But if you buy 2, at least 2 or more, we throw in an extra 5%. That'll happen. You'll see it automatically when you get to your checkout. So you save in more if you buy more than one style. You'll find our sweepstakes app also. It's either on the right of the page or the bottom of the page when you go to one of those pages I mentioned. And you'll see that we're giving away $100 £100 and €100 gift certificates, 10 of each. And the way you qualify to win is by using that sweepstakes app. There's different actions you can take. Different actions give you a different number of entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. Do not wait to see if you won before you buy something, though, because we announce the winners of the of the sweepstakes after the sale is over. So it's okay, though, because if you buy something and then you win, we'll apply your winnings to that sale price if you like. Or, of course, you can use that to get something else for you or someone else that you know or love, or someone that you want to have know or love you, because, you just introduce them to super, super comfy shoes that let their feet and the rest of their body do what's natural. What else can I say about those pages? That's kind of it. The sale runs through March 27th, a little over a week from now. And don't wait till the end of the sale to pick up what you want also, because we're undeniably, like it happens every sale, we're going to run out of some colors, some sizes, probably even styles, because as much as we try to buy more, to not run out of stuff, we have so many more customers and friends and family and people who are coming in who love what we're doing, that inevitably they outpace our thinking about what we need. Okay, let's move on to the 3 performance shoes. The first one, and they all have they're all related to either each other or history. So last year, we launched a cool retro hiking boot. This is called the Ridgeway. So it's got a really fun style that just has that nice retro feel, works as a great hiking boot, also just looks great with a pair of jeans. And and it's fully waterproof too. And people said, that's great, but summertime, I want something a little lighter, a little more breathy. And so we did that with the Ridgeway Mesh Low. So still a nice aggressive toe cap to keep you protected, nice and breathy, and still really durable mesh on the upper. Some welded components for extra protection. This is a sole that has been reviewed a number of times because it's on the Ridgeway Mid waterproof. And apparently, what we're hearing, really, really grippy and just feels great on the trails because of this layer above, this gray layer. That's our trail foam layer. Normally, we just hide that within the sole, but we wrapped it around to give it some visibility and give it a cool look. And that's what takes the bumps out when you're out on a trail. Little hanging hook if you need to hang these up. If you're taking them through a stream, you can dry them by just hanging them up that way. And again, like everything we make, really, really flexible. We made this as an approach shoe, but we also saw as soon as we designed it that it's the kind of thing that, you can use it for approach, you can use it for hike, then you can wear it whatever happens after that hike as well. So this is the Ridgeway Mesh Low. Nicole had a question. Boots flat. I got some boots, flats, and sandals during your big sale at the end of 2023. How long does it take how long does it take to help with plantar fasciitis? So far, feet hurt worse. That's surprising. These aren't medical devices. What they are is shoes that let your feet do what's natural. And plantar fasciitis, the best thing I'm going to say, I'm going to comment. I'm going to give you, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to point you somewhere. Let's see if this will work. Plantar. Yeah. There are a couple of links that you can use there that I just used to reply to you that hopefully will be helpful, because plantar fasciitis is highly misdiagnosed and there's a number of ways of dealing with it. One part is just building up strength, which involves using your feet. And the other thing that I was going to say is, it's also about, letting things heal if they need to heal. But often it's a combination of building up some strength to let yourself support yourself. And also it's about proper form. If you're landing with your feet underneath your center of mass instead of with your foot in front of you, where you have to land on your heel and do this, there's a whole bunch of things. But you'll see that in the articles that I just pointed you to. Okay, 2 more shoes, and then we can call it an evening. I'll give you back your Sunday night. So next, last year we also launched a amazing product, one of the best reviewed hiking boots we've ever made, fully technically competent, and made in conjunction with Michelin. And I'll show you more about that in a second. It was called the Scrambler Mid. Well, now we have the Scrambler Mid 2. We just made a bunch of improvements to the Scrambler Mid based on your feedback. The biggest thing is we made it much more durable, and we also made it more comfortable. But first, let me talk about this Michelin part. Michelin, the guys that make your tires for your cars and for your trucks. And yes, the same people who give star ratings to restaurants, which if you don't know, here's some trivia that'll be good for a dinner party. It came from the Michelin reps who were going around and doing a whole bunch of traveling, selling their products and rating the restaurants for the other reps so they would know where to go. So Michelin makes a sole that they call Fiber Light. So inside this black rubber layer is actually a fiber layer. Think like Kevlar, but it's not actually Kevlar. And what that does, it makes the rubber, makes it so you can have something really, really strong and really, really flexible and really, really thin and durable enough to put these treads on, which are inspired by Michelin's mountain bike tires. This shoe is so comfy and so lightweight, and I'll show you more about it in a second. It's actually been reviewed a couple of times as one of the top trail running shoes because, it flexes more than a regular running shoe. This layer here, the trail foam layer, just like we saw on the Ridgeway to take out the bumps when you're out on a trail, really rugged and durable toe cap, really new rugged mesh. These components that protect the webbing that allows you to tighten around the midfoot and the instrap, also more rugged, added more cushioning around the ankle, and made a silky smooth lining that you are going to love with some extra welded components for, again, more protection. Oh, and a gator hook right there. If you don't know what a gator is, if it's wet out, a gator is like a tent you kind of put around your calf or your ankle, and then it goes over the shoe and you can clip it on right there. So you're going to love this for those day hikes or something where you need something, kind of breathable and lightweight. And that's going to be the Scrambler Mid 2. A couple questions, then I'm going to show the last one. Robert, hey, I'm a blind person you spoke with a few months ago. Hey, Robert, ordered a pair of the Ridgeway Mesh Low, and they should be here next week. Excited to get the same incredible ground feedback off pavement. I can't wait to hear what happens when you get them, Robert. And Heather says, I have weak ankles that roll easily. Would your shoes be good for me? And which one of your shoes would you recommend? I've been checking out your shoes for a while, but haven't bought any yet. So here's what I can say. When you get out of shoes that keep your feet from moving, that squeeze your toes together, that have high heels that mess with your posture, that have flared soles that mess with the way your foot works, that's what allows you to build some strength in your feet. There's research showing that just walking in a truly minimalist shoe will build foot strength as much as doing an exercise program. And we have I'll say it this way, we have a bunch of basketball players who are getting out of their high top shoes to build up strength in their ankles by actually using their feet and ankles. How long it takes for that to happen is different for every person, so I can't say anything about that. In terms of which shoes are good for that, any of them, because all of our shoes are built on that same DNA of low to the ground for balance and agility, really, really flexible, and not getting in the way of letting your feet do what they're made to do. Bend, flex, move, and feel. You have a quarter of the bones and joints of your whole body in your feet and ankles. That's so they can move for balance, agility, mobility. And if you don't let them do that job, all that function tries unsuccessfully to move upstream into sometimes your ankle, your knees, your hips, your back, joints that aren't made for that. And so if you don't let your foot do its job, the rest of your body has to do a job that your foot's supposed to be doing, and the other way around. So we want to let your feet do their job so the rest of your body can do its job. There's another thing your feet are supposed to do, which is why you have more nerve endings in the soles of your feet than anywhere but your fingertips and your lips. And that's feel what you're stepping on or stepping in. So your brain knows how to effectively and efficiently and enjoyably move your body over whatever terrain you're on. It needs that feedback to respond quickly. So what I would say, Heather, is whatever you see that you like is going to be fine for getting started with natural movement, getting started by feeling what you've been missing, natural comfort, performance, and health. If you go to xeroshoes.com/select, you'll see our shoe finder quiz, and it'll prompt you to see, what kind of things you most likely or most often do in your shoes, and it'll give you some recommendations. Then you can read the reviews and see if you think those are right for you. Richard put in something, I don't know why. I'll have to look at that and see if that's going to get deleted. So, because it's just a link to somewhere else. Anyway, one last shoe to talk about, and then we'll wrap it up really quick. So, so I showed you the Scrambler Mid 2. Well, the biggest request we got last year after the Scrambler was, how about a waterproof version of that? Okay, how about it? Let's get this lace out of the way. It's the Scrambler Mid 2 WP for waterproof. So it's everything you love about the Scrambler. Same Michelin sole, same aggressive, grippy, protective toe cap, really even more rugged, what's the word I'm looking for? Mesh. It's a Sunday evening. I can't talk anymore. More welded components for additional protection. That same comfort you're going to get around the ankle, that same silky smooth lining. But the big difference, a fully seam sealed inner booty made with a new product called eVent. If you know waterproof things from products that I won't name, this is as good, if not better, in our opinion, from what we've seen in all the data, and it's bio-friendly. So, so it's got a a gusseted tongue, which means that it's all a one-piece upper up to the layer of the gusseting, which is about here. And the reason that I'm highlighting that this is where the waterproofing essentially stops is because we've occasionally had people with our waterproof shoes step into a pond and be confused about how water got inside the shoe because, gravity. And so seam sealed up to here with a brand new, amazing technology that we're really proud to be using. Also a gaiter if you want extra protection for gaiter over your foot. And again, crazy flexible, crazy lightweight. Admittedly, not quite as flexible as the Scrambler Mid 2 because it has that extra layer of that fully seam sealed booty. So I mentioned the gaiter hook. Yeah, this is the Scrambler Mid 2 WP for waterproof. Heather says, thanks so much. Excited to hear from you in person. Thanks for being on tonight. My pleasure. I always do this during the sales, and then I do a monthly Ask Me Anything on the third Tuesday of every month because A, this is really fun for me. And B, it's wonderful to hear from everybody. And I got to tell you, one of the reasons that it's fun is when my wife and I started this company a little over 14 years ago, frankly, we thought maybe it would make a car payment. We didn't realize that we would hear from literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people saying, oh my God, you changed my life. And we could not be more grateful because what has grown our business has been people like you trying on our shoes, having these great experiences and sharing that information with your friends and family and people that you love. A Sovereign Royal Priesthood says, I'm on my third pair. I have a hunch there are people on this call who can beat that by a lot, but I'm not trying to make it a competition. And I want to thank you for having 3 pairs. This is another thing that's unusual for our brand, the number of people who have so many different styles of our shoes, taking up what is referred to in the industry as share of closet. So, okay, those are all the shoes. I'm going to just remind you again, we have the Kona now available for women, our beach-friendly, beach-inspired slip-on, the Dylan canvas slip-on, so 2 slip-ons for that just casual wear wherever you go. Our H-Trail sandal, our H-Trail trail sandal is my best way of saying it. So you can have the comfort and protection that you want on your foot with a barely there feel of something that just wraps around your ankle and then holds you in place nicely with this silky smooth little toe post right there. And then our performance shoes, Scrambler Mid 2 waterproof, the Scrambler Mid 2, and the Ridgeway Mesh Low. All of these are things that you could wear all day, every day, and you might, like other Xero Shoes customers have experienced, accidentally go to bed still wearing one of these because they're so light you'll forget you even had them on. A reminder, just go to our site to pick these things up. The sale is running from now through March 27th. And don't wait till the very end. We are going to sell out of some sizes, some colors, maybe even styles. If you're in the EU, go to xeroshoes.eu/spring24 sale. If you're in the UK, xeroshoes.co.uk/spring24 sale. If you're anywhere else, xeroshoes.com/spring24 sale. You will find that A, there's going to be info about the products. B, reviews of the products. C, our sweepstakes app where you can register to win one of 10 $100 xeroshoes.com gift certificates, one of 10 €100 xeroshoes.eu gift certificates, and one of 10 £100 xeroshoes.co.uk gift certificates. That's kind of the gist. Sovereign Royal Priesthood. Men's Ridgeway is my last pair. Is that last pair waterproof Ridgeway 2, a new design? So the original Ridgeway is waterproof. The Ridgeway Mesh Low, which is our summer version of that, is a non-waterproof version. The Scrambler is the kind of the day hiker version of things, and the Scrambler waterproof is the waterproof version of that same shoe. And a reminder, all of these things that I just showed you, 20% off if you buy just one of these styles. But if you buy more than one, if you buy the Kona and a Scrambler Mid, at least 2 styles away, I could say, or you throw in a Scrambler waterproof as well, and then you throw in the Ridgeway Mesh Low, and then you get the Dylan canvas slip-on. And basically, if you buy more than one style, you get an extra 5% off. And that shows up automatically when you get to checkout. You don't need to worry about that. So that's everything I've got for you to tell you about the new shoes for spring of 24. We could not be more excited about them. We're thrilled with how many people are picking these up during the sale. It's our favorite thing, just to give you a way of getting into these new products quickly so you can have the experience starting right away. And of course, spreading the word. And what else I was going to say about that? I had some thought. So for people who are brand new to Xero Shoes, we really hope you pick up these or any of our Xero Shoes and just discover what you've been missing, feel what you've been missing, the natural comfort, performance and health you get with shoes that get out of the way to let you have your feet and body do what feet and bodies are meant to do. And if you're new to Xero Shoes or you've been around with us for a while, then we just hope that you pick up one of the new shoes for spring of 24, go out, have fun, and live life feet first in them. And Heather says, any sale on the older styles? Nope. When we launch new products is when we do sales on those. The older styles are already at their low price. If you compare us to similar products, which there really aren't because we have so many different styles, you'll find that our prices typically are lower except for really cheap ones. And the interesting thing there is they tend to fall apart quickly. And all of our shoes are backed with our 5,000-mile sole warranty. So the net cost of Xero Shoes is probably less than any other shoe you've ever worn. That's all I've got for this evening. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday evening. Go over to xeroshoes.com or xeroshoes.eu or xeroshoes.co.uk. Find out more about all these new products or all of our existing products. Grab what you like. Like I said, go out, have fun, and live life feet first. All right, take care.